Yo, yo, what is good, YouTube? It is your boy, Drizlax. I've got an RDO. I've got a day off work. It is fantastic.
I feel like dancing.
I'm absolutely loving it. I've got a couple of packages here. It's like Christmas. So yeah, I know you don't want to see these brown boxes being unboxed, so let me just, through the magic of editing, do one of these. 3, 2, 1. And we're back. The shit is unboxed. So for all you YouTubers out there, no one wants to see you unbox your brown box with a bloody address on it. You know what I'm saying? Just get the product boxes out. People like fiddling with their knives and their little, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, no, let me, I hope I hid my address.
I'm gonna roll the intro already, mate.
Anyway, let's get into these boxes because I'm so excited to share this with you, and I'm a little bit surprised because this lens came with my Sony camera and I bought it from 2 different companies. I bought the Sony camera and the Sony lens from Infinity and Catcher on eBay, and it turns out that they're the same company. Let's just get straight into it. I'm gonna put this to the side so you can see my ugly mug and my panda with the Gat t-shirt. Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, I'll cook it up.
This sucks.
Yeah, me.
So this is a little cage for my Sony camera that I just bought. I bought the RX100 VII. Point and shoot. Comes with a little Allen key. No one cares. And this right here is the tiny little cage. So it's really small. It's literally going to protect the bottom of your camera. It's going to make your grip a tiny little bit bigger. You can still get to your battery. But the best thing about this cage is that it has cold shoe mounts. So I actually learned last week that the difference between a cold shoe mount and a hot shoe mount is that a cold shoe mount doesn't have any electronics in it to power things like your flash or to power, what else does it power? Microphones. A cold shoe mount is just the normal ones, the piece of metal that you can slide things into, but they're not powered obviously. So there's a cold shoe and then there's the hot shoe. Hey, see, you learn something every day. So that was the first item. I guess it's gonna make a little bit more sense once I put it on the camera that I got. The second thing that I got, and I was a little bit hesitant to get one of these. The reason that I was hesitant is because I don't really see myself using a gimbal all that much. They're a little bit finicky, and like when you're doing that whole run and gun thing, I just feel like they get in the way. But I thought for certain shots, you know, if I'm gonna be shooting like a car or I'm gonna be walking through a house and trying to shoot the house, I want to have the best footage that I can have. The A6400, the footage isn't stabilized. So this is the Zhiyun Crane M2. I honestly wish they would change their name. I just really don't know how to say it. I don't think anybody knows how to say it. So this is the little gimbal. 3, 2, 1. And that's the gimbal there. I had this little attachment from before, so you could literally just pull that and you can get the little tripod off if you just want to use the gimbal. The maximum payload for this gimbal is 702 grams. So I think with the A6400 and my new lens, which is the 10-18mm Sony, this is going to be okay. And even with one of the Rode wireless Go's on there, that's gonna be kind of like the perfect setup. So the next item isn't all that exciting. It's a lens for the A6400. This lens is a week's wages for me. Imagine going to work 5 days a week, every single morning, having a shower, going into work, being stuck in traffic, 5 days a week, 40 hours to buy this lens. Camera equipment is not cheap. So for all the people online that are saying things like all you need is your phone, I don't really believe that. I don't believe that at all. You can tell when someone's just used their phone to shoot footage. It's not very natural. Let's see what we get for a week's wages. I literally worked 40 hours to get this paperwork, which no one ever reads, and there's nothing else in the box. It's literally just the lens. So it's the lens and the little sun doodad. a week's wages. It's amazing. I never, ever, ever thought that I would spend a week's wages on a lens. Okay, on to the next bit. So this is lens related, and there were a couple of cheaper options on the market. I thought just if I pay a little bit more for a variable MD filter, nothing too exciting. This is gonna go on the lens. There is a little adapter that was supposed to come by today, but it didn't come today, so I can't actually attach this. Wowzers in your trousers. That bloody autofocus is fantastic. This is important for outside, you know, when the sun's blaring down and you just need to cut, you know, you need to cut the light coming into the sensor. So that's that. And I think we should leave this one till last. Do it. What do you guys think? I never ever thought that I would own this camera, and so many years that I've been watching other people with this point and shoot, thinking to myself, wow, like, you know, and I have one. I literally have one, and this is the latest version as well. The difference between this version and the older models is this one has a microphone jack, and I wouldn't have bought it if it didn't have a mic jack. So Sony, congratulations, well done for putting a mic jack in, listening to what the people want. I ended up buying one of the most expensive point and shoot cameras on the market, but this little thing here is an absolute beast. There's no air bubble, but they're still very comfortable. Yes, let's get onto the next bit, which is this bad boy. Like I said, I never ever thought that I would own this camera. This is a point and shoot camera. One of the reasons that I bought the 10-18 Sony and the gimbal and this camera is because this camera has inner body image stabilization, and it's really small, so I wanted to be a little bit more mobile and not necessarily have to just shoot everything in the studio. Just sitting at the table and talking. This new lens and this gimbal is gonna allow me to get out of the house and bring you guys some more content, not just sitting behind a desk, because I don't know, I mean, that's pretty boring, isn't it? I think that'll be a little bit more exciting for me to have this camera and take it out into the wild and get some shots out there. It's the battery, and oh my god, I really cannot believe that I have this camera, and it feels magnificent. It really feels so good. It's such a small camera. A lot of people say that because it's only it's 24mm that it's not far enough when you're vlogging, but I've got long arms. I don't really care about that so much. The portability is what I was looking for. I guess you could always just use your phone, and your phones are getting a lot better, but nothing's as good as these little cameras. So you got the flip up screen, just like on the A6400. This is what I'm into at the moment. I'm nerding out like crazy. Okay guys, so that is the cage attached. So you have the cold shoe mount there, and you have another one there. Also the grip just gives it a little bit more grip. Oh, hey. This thing is an absolute beast. Thank you so much for chilling with me again. It's been your boy Drizlax. Until the next time, arrivederci.